Hello and welcome to this week's Live Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. On this week's show I shall be chatting to Scott from local indie rockin' legends of the local music scene, Ferris. And we'll also be playing lots of homegrown music by local bands. I hope you're all well and are having a great week. Right, let's kick this week's show off with the very latest single from his very latest new album, Clarity in the Dusk. Here's the single, Carmen, by Stevie Jones and the Wildfires.
Can we
was Carmen by Stevie Jones and the Wildfires, the new single from his very latest album, Clarity in Dusk, which is a 9-track album which is going to be released on October the 13th, 2023. And he's celebrating that with a gig on the very same date, that's October the 13th. He's going to be celebrating that with a gig in Stamford. Was supported by Yoda Club and Peterborough's very own bands Nick Corney and the Buzzrats. That's at 7:30. That's at 7:30 in Stamford at Mama Lizzie's. Great name for a venue, that. Let's punk things up a bit with Anti-Stasi and the Middle Age Anthem. That was Anti-Stasi and the Middle Age Anthem. Looking at their social media, they're busy celebrating their 2nd anniversary of their EP Demo 2021. And it says this year really hasn't gone to plan, so we're regrouping and concentrating on tidying up the 6 tracks we've got very nearly ready so we can record them. So hopefully that'll be a little album coming out at some point later in the year. So that's Anti-Stasi. Okay, brilliant stuff. So now let's settle things down a little bit, and it's a young lady I last saw at Glastonbury 2023. She didn't headline, she was on first on the main stage. That's a huge stage for her. I think that was the first time she'd played on such a big stage. It's Heather McDowell and Beauty Queen.
Always cooler than me, had a thing for skinny jeans, look like a beauty queen. Why can't I be her? Self-hatred just sinks in. Why can't I be happy in my own skin like she is? But something dies squeeze around, cause I feel like I have no worth and I'm already a disappointment. Cause something dies deep inside and tells me I am wrong for hating myself so deeply. But I'll just keep writing songs about self-love and self-care, cause maybe unconsciously I'm listening. Cause I don't wanna be a beauty queen, I just wanna be happy with me. No, I don't wanna be a beauty queen, I just wanna be happy with me. She was always cooler than me, had a thing for skinny jeans, look like a beauty. Why can't I be her? Self-hatred just seems sick. Why can't I be happy in my own skin like she is? No, I'll never be a beauty queen. Let's just hope one day I'll like me.
That was the wonderful Heather McDowell and Beauty Queen. Now it's time for a bit of Judith Uday, who I last saw last week at the Donkey in Welford Road in sunny Leicester. She was just playing with her harp. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And here's one of her songs, Start Again.
Start again, start again, start again. Pick your bags up, put your things together and start again, start again, start again. Pick your bags up, put your things together and start again, start again, start again. Pick your bags up, put your things together and start again, start again. Start again, start again. I've got
That was the wonderful Judith Uday, Start Again. Okay, so now it's time for this week's interview where I'm chatting to Scott from local indie rockin' legends of the local music scene, Ferris. But first of all, it starts with one of their songs, Flag is Upside Down.
The race we tried to compensate. No one wants to re-educate all the masses, all divided. Both the hate and both collided. None of it now is so very clear. The passion to love has turned us all to fear. I guess peace was never really gave a chance. You stand in place, you're a statue of a circumstance. Your flag is upside down. Some people like to fight, you see that is clear. We live in the moment, destructive cheers. Faceless books brings media home. Thus the seeds of blame's been sown. Throw the mask off and show the real you. Fear that rages, you haven't got a clue. Everyone's politics wants to wear the crown. Now it's time to Your flag is upside down.
That was Flag is Upside Down by Leicester stalwarts Ferris. And this week's interview is with Scott from the band. Hello there, Scott. How the devil am I finding you today?
How you doing, Kev? Yeah, all good, thanks, mate. How are you?
I'm awesome today, thank you. I was just looking at the title of that, actually. Flag is Upside Down, wondering how I could abbreviate it. And all I'm getting is FIAD.
Yeah, F-I-O. Yeah, flag is upside.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me today here on my little show, Live, Local and Loud. It's been a long time since I last chatted to you. So, Scott, do tell us, just briefly, who else is in the band and what do they do?
There's obviously myself. I'm vocals, guitar, rhythm guitar. Then Rob Borgold is backing vocals, lead guitar. And myself and Rob are the main writers. We write all the music. Rob does a lot of the production and composing. We do it together. And then there's Nick Whale, who's the drummer, and he does backing vocals. And Cam Fable is the bass player, who also does backing vocals.
All right. So is that 5 of you then, or 4?
4 of us.
4 of us. Oh, I see. I thought there was another
Hard
one.
enough all together.
I could imagine it's a right pain getting you all together. So, Scott, now just briefly, I don't think I've established this before with you. I've seen you. I first saw you back in 2011 in Lock 42. Is that roundabout when you started, or did you start even before that?
No, this band, we started it in about 2002, something like that. So it's 20 years that the name Ferris has been around.
I was going to say, because you really, I mean, you've been the stalwarts of the local music scene ever since I've been in it. And so, and I don't think I've asked you as well, just briefly, how did the name Ferris come about?
Well, it's a tough one, really. Ian, who I started the band with, he used to be in a Leicester band called Storyville a long time ago. And we started the band, and Ian unfortunately had leukemia.
Oh.
So, and that's where we got, first of all, it's the Ferris wheel, the wheel of life. That's how it started.
Right.
And then it just sort of abbreviated to Ferris. But yeah, we lost Ian a few years back. God bless his soul. So me and Rob have, Rob came up from London to join the band. I'd been in previous bands with Rob before. And Nick and Cam have been in the band now for, I think, 10 years, 11 years, something like that.
Wow.
So this lineup now has been like the solid lineup for the last sort of 11, 12 years. I think at Lock 42, it would have been this. Lock 42, John Smith was in the band. We were a 5-piece then.
Right.
Although he couldn't make that gig. So that's when I picked up the electric guitar and started playing electric guitar live.
And you must have seen quite a few changes in the local music scene. I mean, obviously Lock 42 is no longer with us. Has it changed for the better, would you say?
No, I'd say it's changed for the worse in a lot of ways. I mean, you know, we were around when the Charlotte was in its heyday.
Yeah.
You know, we did some great gigs at the Charlotte, supported some big names there. We did one particular gig with Touring Breaks when they were nominated for the Mercury Music Prize the actual week. And we played with them, and it was a sellout, and there was another 300 people queuing in the street. It was, you know, that were the days when you used to get loads and loads of people just turn up to gigs, just on the off. I mean, I always say this, it's sort of my trademark thing that I say, that we're in a world now where we can communicate so easily with phones, etc., computers. But I feel as though communication is lost these days. I think it was better before we had all this communication with technology. You used to go do a gig, tell people, oh yeah, we're playing so and so, and they'd turn up and they'd do the gig. You know, back in the days when Dave Davies used to write in the Leicester Mercury, do reviews on bands, and people used to read it, and you used to get a decent following. You know, not just your friends and family sort of thing. You get people who actually enjoy music, come down and watch you. I mean, we have got a few of those people now, which is great, and you know, it's fantastic that these people turn up and support us and like music.
Yeah, that's quite interesting what you said. So basically, like you say, communication's so easy now. I guess it's all watered down, isn't it? So people can play your stuff quite easily, and they can do it several times a day for free. So there's less need for them to go and see you play live.
Correct. Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there. I mean, I remember we put the first album out, Speak Up, and I think I was with Rob somewhere, and we said to one of our mates, "Oh, have you bought the album yet?" He said, "Oh no, I downloaded it free." You know, it was only been out a day, and someone had got it for nothing.
Yeah, and that takes the specialness out of it, then, don't they? I mean, you know.
Yeah, I think people are pumped by the media now to go and see bands. if someone who's got power behind them, who's got a bit of money behind them, and can get on playlists on Radio One, etc., people can be told, you know, telepathically, if you like, to go and see a band.
Mm.
It's difficult now to build up a following, but yeah, I think the Leicester music scene, there is some stalwart people around that still try and do things and try and get gigs together and such like Paul Collins. He's great. He's been around for a while promoting. Like Dave Sherritt, Dave's band. They've been around a while, and people still try and keep that going. But I think it's so difficult now for venues to keep alive. We seem to lose venues all the time. I mean, we lost the Cookie. That was a great venue.
Mm. Although they're still doing gigs now, aren't they? Just starting to is the big difference.
They started up again because
yeah. Okay, so that's quite interesting what you're saying there, actually, Scott. I haven't really heard that point of view, but that's right. I mean, social media is good in lots of ways, but like you say, it sort of waters everything down. It makes it less valuable. So there's less need to go out, plus the expense of getting a beer and stuff.
Yeah, the strange thing is when COVID was on, we did a couple of live gigs from down at Yellowbean, Yellowbean Studios. We did a couple, all apart, obviously, in one room, and we were getting 350 people tuning in for the hour gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting 350 people to a gig now is some mean feat.
We've just played "Flag Is Upside Down." Would you, I love that. I love that the title of that song, "Flag Is Upside Down." So, what can you tell us just briefly? What's it about? Why flag upside down? Are you talking about the Union Jacks upside down?
Well, it's actually about America, really. But so the biggest insult you can give your nation is when you've been sort of served your nation as a soldier, is to turn your flag upside down. That's the biggest insult. So, and we wrote this song when it was all going on with Donald Trump and everything, and just seems like people are rioting in the streets and all the rest of it, and especially in the UK and stuff like that. And that's what the song is about. Just getting back at the establishment, I suppose, in a violent way. Turn your flag upside down.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right then. So talking about your music, so you write the music with who was it from the band?
With Rob.
With Rob, okay. And how does the creative process happen then? Does one of you get to dream something up during the night and have to write it down, or how does it happen? How do you put one of your songs together?
Yeah, probably me and Rob were a bit like a married couple. We've known each other since we were 18 years old, and we've always written songs together. So one of us will get a lyric or a melody line, and then I'm always sort of recording lyrics and stuff in my phone, and Rob's always getting melody lines and chords, etc. And then he'll say, "Oh, I've got an idea," and I've got some lyrics that might go with that. And that's really how it starts. And then we'll do a little recording on a phone or on a little 4-track, and then Rob's got a studio, and we record all our own stuff that way. Because
you're one of those bands, in my opinion, a bit like the Phased, actually, who I saw at the weekend. You've been always been there, bubbling away in the background in the Leicester music scene. And whenever I go and see you and the Phased, I always think, "Wow, what the bloody hell is that?" And it's like amazing music. It's incredible. I just think, why aren't they playing around the country? Why aren't they playing bigger stadiums?
It's ridiculous. This is what people say this to us all the time. Can't answer that question. And no. I agree with Phased. They're a great band. We've done some good gigs with them, and we get on well with those lads. And
their new stuff's on fire, just like yours from the last album. It's just incredible stuff.
Yeah, we're not really sort of genre defining. We write what we feel at the time. We wouldn't say we're indie or we're indie pop or indie rock. We're sort of all three. To answer the question, no, I don't know why we're not doing the big stages and we've not made it. Perhaps we're too old.
I presume it's on your radar, is it? It's one of your ambitions to get out there, and
100%. And we'll never give up. While this band will still keep going.
All right, let's play one of your other songs. You say quite a diverse range of music you've got, which is great. We're going to play Autumn Leaves. Can you tell us a little bit about how this came, what was the motivation behind this song, Scott?
Yeah. Autumn Leaves is a story about, if you can imagine an old guy either sitting on a bench or walking through Central Park in New York, and he's just looking back upon his life, and all the leaves are on the floor, and each leaf represents a day of his life. That's what
Oh, wow.
that's what it's about.
Okay, that's rather lovely, isn't it? Okay, so here's Autumn Leaves by Ferris.
Have you seen the old man sitting on the same bench as me? Please set me free. His hair is getting lighter, his mind a little darker. These leaves fall at his feet. Will we ever learn? Will we ever learn to live in our time? Our time. Will we ever learn to live without you by my side? We both must try something we autumn leaves write my life. Little contemplation feels like he's regretting the hearts that have been broken. The testament of time, the clock of your mind tells you why you're better than broken. Will we ever learn? Will we ever learn? It's buried deep inside. Will we ever take? Can we ever break? Unwanted guests pull us down. I just want to hide. Autumn leaves cover you in time. A lesson from the old man. His book is almost written in life. Forgiveness is light in your life for a reason, others for a season. They fall like autumn leaves.
That was the wonderful Autumn Leaves by Leicester stalwarts Ferris. And this week's interview is with Scott from the band. So, Scott, that was a lovely little ditty there, and I'm glad you told us a little bit about it. So that's it'll mean a lot more to me now when I hear it in the future.
Thanks.
That's quite all right. So do you just tour? Do you just play in Leicester, or have you played elsewhere in your long history? You must have played around the country.
We've played everywhere really, up and down the length and breadth of the UK. We've done the Isle of Wight festival twice.
Wow.
Yeah, we did a couple of gigs at Donington. That was quite good. We did Top Loader Support, we did Reef, and we did Scout for Girls.
Wow.
They were good.
That's
We've played
brilliant.
all the venues in London, most
Wow.
of the venues in London.
Are you
We've played in Castle. Yeah.
are you kind of taking it a bit easier at the moment? Because it seems like you've not really played much this year, have you? I don't think. Been a bit
No,
quiet.
it's not that. I suppose it was sort of the aftershock of COVID when we couldn't play at all. Then few like a couple of things in the band. People have had personal things going on where they've moved house and jobs, etc. So we've sort of laid back a bit. We do meet up regular and we rehearse. Myself and Rob, we're always constantly talking every single day.
Yeah.
We're writing new stuff, and we try and get an album out every 2 years. So we're hopefully going to get an album out the start of either the end of this year, start of next year. We've already got a couple of tracks we've been working on for that, unnamed as yet.
Yeah. Okay, that's good because all these songs that we're playing today are from your last album, aren't they? Which was, like you say, is a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that was 21 or 22. 21.
Yeah.
Fantasy. The album's Fantasy.
Fantasy. Okay, brilliant. Okay, and so are you actually recording that, or you hope to be recording it soon?
The new album.
Yeah.
We've already got some tracks sort of demoed on our phones, etc.
Mm,
Just guitar and vocals, that sort of thing.
excellent, excellent. Good, good, good.
So
Can't wait for that.
I don't know
Um,
which way to go with that one yet. Whether we're going to go full on sort of 4-piece sort of rock and roll guitar, guitar, bass, two guitars, bass, vocals, drums, or
mm.
whether we'll have some keys and stuff on it and loops like we did on Fantasy. I don't know. We've not really discussed it. It's just sort of what comes out.
Oh, right. Oh, right. So that's how you did Fantasy. I was going to say, because that's got a totally different sound and a much deeper, bigger sound, isn't it? Fantasy that we're about to play next.
Got loops on there. We've got keyboards, got
Ah,
piano. We were playing some gigs with backing, so using a few backing tracks, but our drummer didn't really like it, because it didn't feel, in his words, he didn't feel part of the band because he's got a click going in his ears all the time.
yeah.
And when you do have a listen, and it's not just a click, you'll get like a 1, 2, 3, and then some sound will come in,
Mm.
and even if you try to do it the best way you possibly can on a limited budget with the technology that's available, so you can feed a mic back into his headphones, so he's getting some ambient sound. It's still not a nice thing to play to.
No.
So, but it does limit you to what songs you can actually play out of your sort, like especially off the new album, because a lot of it is backing track bass sort of thing.
Right. And also, so presumably if he's not listening to his click, he's listening to the rest of the musicians on the stage, isn't he? To get his
Yeah,
timings.
yeah, that's right.
So that means if he's got his click, then he can't be out of time. Timing's very important. Am I right?
Oh, it's amazing. When you play with the backing, you will
Yeah.
never ever, like playing in a studio. You're never out of time. It
Right.
is so rehearsed with it. And sometimes that does spoil it because you can't sort of go off on one at an event. Say if the audience are getting into a song and you're vibing a bit, you can't really go off on one because you won't be playing with the track anymore.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I had a similar conversation with Jonesy the other week. Yeah, so you can't sort of stop the song and get them to sing it back and have a bit of chat with
That's
them
true.
and stuff. Yeah, otherwise your backing track's still going.
That does put us all off because we do
Uh,
like to do that.
yeah, of course you do. Do people actually sing your songs back when you're all playing?
Yeah, we do get people singing the songs back, which is fantastic. I mean, that's what we're all about, really. That's why we started Ferris, because we wanted to have songs that you could sing along to. You know, there's a lot of stuff now where you can't really understand what's going on or what the song's about.
Yeah.
Ours is more, you know, we like to write songs, you know, like the Beatles did, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right then. I noticed you. So you've got your gig on Friday, the 27th of December, haven't you? At the end of the year at Firebug. Not. Well,
That's right. Yeah.
yeah. Don't know if it's Friday, but the Firebug, 27th of December. You could use that as your album launch gig as well, couldn't you? And use that as a target to get it done by.
If we get it done by then, but you know, we probably won't get it done by then. We'll probably have the tracks written by then, but it's whether we've got it recorded because we are planning on going down and getting it mastered at Abbey Road. So I don't know whether we'll have time to do that. That's just something we want to do, you know, get 3 or 4 tracks done, maybe even recorded live at Abbey Road.
Oh, and what other gigs have you got lined up, Scott? Have you got any festivals or anything?
We've not even attempted to get on any this year. We've done loads in the past, but next year we'll be back on it. We'll be getting more.
Glaston budget's not the same without you.
Yeah, we've not done that for a while, to be fair. We did enjoy really playing that gig. It's great. You know, you get to play on a big stage and you get decent videos and photographs from it. I'd have to look into that. I don't know whether you have to still go through the audition process.
Yeah, no, there's no audition at the moment. You just send an email with links to all your videos and stuff, or some of your videos and stuff. So it makes it easier, I guess. Other than that, and what's your next gig you've got lined up, Scott?
So our next gig is this coming Thursday.
That will be tonight when the show's going out.
Yeah, which will be tonight, and that is at Duffy's in Leicester.
Excellent. And that's free as well, I think, isn't it?
It's a free entry, yeah. So no excuse to people. Come on down and see us.
Brilliant. I'll tell you what, I'm definitely going to be there without a doubt. And we've also got Dean Welsh and the Step Twos supporting. So neither of you have I heard.
The acts, see what I can't really work out from the name what sort of music they'll be doing, but yeah, sounds good.
No, I can't either. Like you say, it's by Wake Up Promotion, so it'll be a fantastic gig. I saw him twice last week, Paul, but yeah, so that'll be great. So that's tonight, Thursday at Duffy's Bar, probably about 7:30 start, free of charge.
And we're on at I think 9:30 stroke 9:45, and we'll be doing about 55-minute set. So
brilliant. So I look forward to that.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you, Kev. Been a long time.
Likewise, it has. Okay, brilliant. And before we wrap up, we're going to play one of your songs from your last album, Fantasy. But before we do that, how can people follow you on social media, Scott?
Yeah, you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. And if you go, we've got sort of a web page, which is Ferris Online.
Yeah. Bit out of date, that website, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Because, well, people don't bother anymore, do they, with websites?
No. Well, there's too many other bits and bobs, Facebook and all that, isn't there?
But, well, yeah, we're on all the social media. But Facebook's the best place to find us.
Yeah. And you're on Facebook as The Ferris Band. I've just looked.
The Ferris
one word.
Band. Correct.
Brilliant. Okay. All right. Well, thanks very much.
We've also got an England page where we did this song for the World Cup.
Oh yeah,
that's on there as well.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Well, England let us down, didn't they? They're going out the tournament. that did really well for us. That did though, because we got we got on the front page of the Leicester Mercury, and then we got invited to go on Gabby Roslin's show in London. We went on there and played, and then from that we got an invite to play the Isle of Wight Festival. That was all through that song. And then when we played the Isle of Wight Festival, we got to play the following year as well.
Wow.
So, yeah, so do that. But yeah, it was going great. We went down to Wembley and we were on Talk Sport and stuff, and England got knocked out after a week, I think.
Oh. Shame. So when was that? That was a few years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think it must have been the 2016. Was it?
Right.
about 2016.
Okay, so without any further, so we're going to play Fantasy. Would you like to tell us a bit about it before we you tell us a bit about it? I'd like to thank you very much for your little chat today. Thanks for coming on my show, and I can't wait to see you tonight at Duffy's. So tell us a bit about Fantasy, please.
Yeah, thanks, Kev, for having us on. And Fantasy is a song. Well, it's all in the title, really.
So it's all right then. Excellent. All right. Well, let's play it and let's listen to it. All right. So here's Fantasy by Ferris.
You think I'm a fool? Different, what are you? You think I'm crazy? My head's not alright. I've been saving forever to get us out of this place. I can't believe that you're leaving. You're in love with another face. Gotta tell you something, gotta tell you now. You need the perfect pleasure, my fantasies out. Gotta tell you something, gotta tell you now. I need the perfect pleasure, my fantasies out. When I'm feeling safer with you. Yeah, I'm feeling hot, feeling hotter with you. Baby, I'm down on my knees, stay into place. If you wanna tease me, baby, come on, pleasure me. Gotta tell you something, gotta tell you now. You need the perfect pleasure, my fantasies out. Gotta tell you something, gotta tell you now. I need the perfect pleasure, my fantasies out. I can't believe it, baby. Fantasies out, baby. Out.
That was me chatting to Scott from local indie rockin' legends of the local music scene, Ferris. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Can't wait to see him tonight in sunny Duffy's in sunny Leicester. Okie doke, let's have the last song on today's little show. It's going to be Jay and Lead the Way.
I know what this means, I understand what this loss is. No need for diagnostics, already analysed. Felt like I was paralysed, understand who the boss is. Man, that's me, and only me, only her, only she could ever comprehend why I feel free. Let sleeping dogs lie, what will be, had a beating, not I, not one reason to cry. Every time we rise, shortly after we fall, we fall, we fall. wondering why I was just living free of all the drama, unnecessary stress, being spoiled by karma, longevity's the test. Left home like you shoulda, always telling me you're stressed. I was flying high and time would do the rest. A positive mindset, nothing complex. I can never be ready for what was gonna come next. Every time we rise, shortly after we fall, we fall, we fall. Every time we rise, shortly after we fall, we fall, we fall. Life's been heavy since you've been gone. I'm trying to right some wrongs in my songs. All I ever seem to say is don't worry, cause I'll lead the way. Life's been heavy since you've been gone. I'm trying to right some wrongs in my songs. I can only seem to see and ask if you know what you mean to me.
That was Jay and Lead the Way. That brings us to the end of another live Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget, if you want to listen to any previous live Local and Louds or the interviews therein, you can check out musicinleicester.co.uk and there's a handy playlist on the right hand side. Also, if you want to see what gigs are going on in Leicestershire, check out our very handy gig guide. That's all in www.musicinleicester.co.uk. So do have a great week. I shall see you next Thursday here on Hermitage FM at 5 o'clock.